the snow, found it, but didn't get the man's name or address. If you missed a wedding, if you lost a wedding ring, Gretchen, call us. Okay, thanks, Clayton. In just 5 days, every American will get hit with 5 new taxes to pay for Obamacare. For example, small business owners and some families will be seeing a new 3.8% tax on individual investment income. This while they'll also see an additional Medicare payroll tax. And for the first time ever, the government is capping how much money you can contribute to your flexible spending account. But there's still time to save money on your taxes. The good news, we're joined by CPA and tax attorney Marty Davidoff with tips for your taxes. Good morning to you, Marty.
Good morning, Gretchen.
So what is your approach as we come to the close of 2012?
Well, the approach should be, first of all, what kind of taxes are you looking at? Are you looking at income taxes or estate planning taxes? A lot of people think, oh, I can give away $13,000 a year and that's going to save on income taxes, but that's really to reduce gift taxes in the future for people who are wealthy and are going to be hit by estate taxes. But today we're going to talk about income taxes, and then the two parts of that is, do we want to save money in 2012 versus using those deductions for 2013 versus the different rates? And the third part of the approach is, if we do want to save, how are we going to do it?
All right. So what can you do to reduce your 2012 taxes?
Okay. Well, to reduce your 2012 taxes, you can, first of all, you have to really decide whether you want to reduce your 2012.
Well, is it a good idea to do that?
Yeah. And you have to run the numbers. Run what your income is for this year versus next year. And then there's the proverbial alternative minimum tax. There's an entire set of taxes that, there are 2 methods of tax. And if you're hit in the alternative minimum tax, your tax planning is different. You're in a lower tax rate. And certain things are not deductible for the alternative minimum tax. You can't deduct state income taxes. You can't deduct real estate taxes. So you really need to run the numbers for both years, look at some of the changes that you are going to know about, such as what you announced, the 3.8% on investment income, the 0.9% on Medicare tax and other things, and then make those decisions. Unfortunately, we don't know exactly what tax rate anyone's going to be in because we still are in this fiscal cliff thing. You do recommend, though, prepay state income taxes? If you're not in the AMT, okay, prepay state income taxes, prepay real estate taxes, because you can get deductions. Again, if you're deciding that you want to save taxes for 2012. Prepay your January 1st, 2013 mortgage payment so it can be included in your 2012 taxes. You can do that. You can do that because it's interest that's being earned by the bank in December. You can't pay your February one, but you can pay your January one because it's interest in December, and you can get that additional deduction. Usually you want to try to pay it early enough so it gets on your Form 1098. I know this is a big one for people because they don't know about what kind of deductions they're going to be able to have in 2013. Increase your charitable donations now. Right. And for some people, you can increase your, I have a lot of clients who are saying, I'm going to give next year because I know at least the 3.8% I'm going to pay more and the 0.9%. But if you want to give this year and you don't know who to give to yet, you can go to a donor-advised fund. Fidelity has some of these funds. And then it sits in this pool, but you get the benefits of the taxes for this year, and then you can decide where you want to give after the fact. That's correct. Okay, and finally, accelerate business expenses that are tax deductible. You can do retirement plans, you can pay bonuses to your employees, you can prepay your rent, you can still acquire fixed assets, computers, but you have to place them in service this year. You can't just get the box, you have to open the box and put the computer up on the thing. And this is mostly for cash basis taxpayers. They can accelerate these deductions. These are a lot of things they can do. As an accountant, how nutso are you going right now without knowing what the tax codes are going to be for 2000? Well, it really is, we are going a little bit nuts, but the worst thing that's going to happen, and this is really a problem with Congress, there's an AMT patch. The 2012 final AMT is not determined because they don't know if the exemption is going to be $45,000 or $75,000. So basically, the IRS has assumed it's going to get passed, but if it doesn't get passed, the IRS is telling people, you're going to have to wait 60, 90 days for your refund while we reprogram the system. I think it's unconscionable that we have a Congress here that hasn't passed something that should have been passed January 1, 2012. It really has nothing to do with the fiscal cliff. And I'm looking right now to Congress and say, pass the AMT patch today. All right, we'll see if they're listening to Marty Davidoff, a CPA who's a little nutso trying to get everything done before year's end. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Georgetown Cupcakes' secret ingredient this New Year's, champagne.